Welcome to the Pretty Red ENT Show. It's your girl goddess Nikita, aka Pretty Red ENT. And I just want to send love and light out into anyone in the world that needs it and everybody. I just want to say today is Sunday, guys, and we're going to have a great talk today. I really got some things I want to get off my chest. But I got some things to really help y'all out because some people don't get it. And I want to explain from a woman's perspective, but also from a black woman's perspective too, because I got to do that because I am black. But I do believe a lot of women go through this and they don't talk about the emotions that's hidden behind an experience that I have. So first of all, guys, I got some shots fired. I was wondering why I felt so aggressive to the point where I was not like, y'all gotta understand something. I'm a different type of species, okay? Like, and when I say that, I really mean that like humbly, respectfully, and disrespectfully. I am a whole different type of species. Like, some can like, I don't turn my dark, so when you're balancing yin and yang, they say your dark body and your light body. I don't turn my dark body light. So you got to understand something. Like, not a lot of people can do what I did. Let me clap for me. Oh, my God. Got to talk about it. How do you turn your light body light? I mean, your dark body light. Okay? And because you can easily turn your light body into dark, too. So I just want to say that. But I'm a person, I have mastered my dark self, and I had turned her light, and she loves me for that, okay? So I've been noticing, like, usually when people, you know, they say certain stuff and they go off, and I'm like, man, is this me that's angry? Is this my spiritual husband that's angry? Like, what's going on? Because I'm like, there's no way that, like, I wouldn't necessarily say I was angry. What I would say is, oh, I don't care. Don't try me right now. When I say don't try me, I am a person, I be on the edge. And I was like, man, I'm usually not like that. So then I started asking the universe, I said, can you reveal to me with the most purest love and light what's going on and why? So let me find this post while I'm talking to y'all. You know, I got a whole story. So guys, for my spiritual tribe, for people who know me, I will not be out of the house for 52 days. I'm not going to no bar. Don't ask me. I'm not going anywhere where it's dangerous. Not to say that any place outside of my house is dangerous. I'm just throwing that out there. But make a long story short, there are some things going on in the atmosphere. Okay, guys? Like, when I say some things are going on, yeah. So this lady posts, and numerology has not missed this year at all. Astrology hasn't missed. So if y'all follow people who do like astrology for each day or numerology, they ain't missed yet. Okay. And I don't know if it's this lady, because I'm definitely going to shout her out and tell y'all go follow her, because I like her numerology. She about that life. So it's not her. I think I screenshotted it. Because this girl, she has more spam people following her than anybody. I'm like, what's going on? My phone keeps typing. Okay, there she goes. Bam. I know this is her real page right here. So they're talking about, you know, right now what's going on for the next 52 days, guys. When I say the next 52 days is about to be real, it's about to go down. So in numerology, I think it's I forgot, like, it's like I screenshot it. Let me see. Because I want to make sure, y'all know when I talk to y'all know I like to be politically correct. I don't know where I seen this at. I don't know if it's on Facebook or not. But listen, so, and I screenshotted this today, so she posted this yesterday. So listen to this. She said the next 52 days, and this is Diamond_8. Diamonds_8 on IG. Go follow her. I like her numerology. She is usually on point, G. When I say on point, let me clap for her. Like, she's really on point with her message. Like, no lie. Like, when I say, like, on point, like, yeah, she's a little official. So she said the next 52 days from 129 through 321 is going to be serious. This is the time to learn the cards. This is a Saturn-Pluto conjunction, and they know the cards. This is history in the making for the United States. The rise of the Republican Party. Join my next class. So she's talking about joining the next class. So listen here. They're also talking about it's going to be some aggressive things happening. And when I say, like, they're not lying, because y'all know I'm not perfect, because y'all know I be really tuned into the energy that's coming into the planet. Like, I don't play no games. If you know me, you know I don't play no games. But I'm like, man, something's going on. Like, prime example, yesterday I'm out, and I'm like, I noticed a girl really trying to, like, try me. And it's like, you know what? I'm just not going to say nothing. I'm going to just remain in my light body. And my dark body was talking to me. And she was like, yeah, she don't want no smoke with me. I ain't finna climb no mountain with her. I'm like, all right. like, for real, when I say that, like, sometimes y'all gotta learn how to have a conversation with yourself and figure out, like, do I really want to go through this? Do I really want to go there or not go there? Like, no. Like, me, I'm a person, I want to go there some days. And I felt like yesterday, I was like, listen, if I would have said anything to that lady yesterday, I would have completely went off, flipped out. And, you know, sometimes y'all can't control me, okay? So, oh, here it goes right here. She said, the 10 of clubs transformation card is the 5 of spades disruption. Stay your ass home because it's a setup. You ain't about that life. These cards ain't lying. And it's not saying like, hey, I'm not about that life. It's saying a lot of people are about to be like really aggressive, like just snapping off. And I think it's that for that conjunction, for real, for real. So y'all got to get ready. And if you've been like upset or you just been a little bit angry, you know, usually you deal with your emotions at that moment. Because I'm a person, guys, I really be dealing with my emotions like right then and there. I don't play no games. Like, oh, I'm upset. Oh, you about to know I'm upset. And I don't know how to like talk about it in a healthy way. Because some people don't know how to do that, but I do. And I know how to like do what I do. I do a very good job at what I do. Make a long story short, guys. And I want to say this to y'all. Be careful for the next 52 days for my soul tribe. Just know, baby, I ain't going to be, I'm going to be a little bit in the house working on me, doing that shadow work, releasing the things that no longer serve me, okay? Clap for me today. And basically what that's telling me to do, I need to stay my butt in the house until Aries season, okay? That's when I'm coming out. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Yeah, I'm coming out during Aries season. I ain't coming out no time sooner. I noticed that like yesterday, I really wanted to snap. And so when I was talking to somebody, it was like they were really disputing what I was trying to say, what was happening. And it's like, oh, so you act like you didn't hear me, but you heard that other person. You know what, you're right. And so I flipped out. I was like, I'm not used to being with someone or being around somebody. Like most of my friends know I'm soft-spoken for real. Not for real, but I am. But I ain't. That's what I'm going to say. Like, but if you call me out and we have a conversation about it, oh, I'm real open about like, hey, this is how I felt. I said something. Whether you took it serious or not ain't got nothing to do with me. That's got something to do with you, your inner self. So, guys, please be careful for the next 52 days, okay? You might go over that ish and, please, 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 especially for my spiritual team, for the people I'm spiritually connected to, or anybody I'm not. Like, this is me warning y'all, like, please, guys, if y'all know somebody trying to climb a mountain with y'all, avoid the situation at all costs. Try to go a different route. Don't get so upset to the point like you lose your cool and next thing you know, something really happened to someone and you didn't want that to happen. So you got to really be careful. And this is what's been going on because like people really been losing their cool lately. I'm like, what's going on? Why? Shots fired. What is going on and why is people losing their cool that fast? I don't know. So I'm a person, I always like to take prime example of myself and figure out, hey, what's really going on? Is it me? I always ask, like, if I get upset, I'll be like, I wonder if this is me, if this is my ancestors, this is my spiritual guys. I'm a person where I always like to ask, like, who is this? Like, what is this? Is this really me? Is this my dark body? Like, you've got to understand, like, I don't turn her light, so I can talk to her. Like, yeah, I don't know how to communicate with y'all self. I do. I know how to communicate with any form of my body. Like, hey, what's going on? So we usually have a talk. But I think what I want to talk about now, guys, is how I feel like some single women are unprotected. Okay, let me clap for that. Single women are unprotected. And the moment we start to protect ourselves, sometimes guys calls us masculine. Oh, they just so niggerish. You know what I'm saying? They so nigga. Like you act like a nigga more than a woman. I have heard men say this. But what a lot of men don't know is sometimes we gotta be aggressive because sometimes y'all not really hearing us. And I'm gonna show y'all a prime example. I really ain't wanna do this because I'm more a player than this, but I felt like somebody really disrespected me. And not only did you disrespect me, you disrespected my son. You disrespected my daddy. You disrespected all my brothers and all my uncles and all my guy cousins, even the female cousins and my sisters and brothers. You feel me? And my mama who had me. So I just want to tell y'all some things and I want to help y'all heal because some people don't heal this area. I'm going to touch an area that I know, even when I dealt with clients, when I'm doing healing work with clients, I know they do not touch this area. It hasn't really been touched and people avoid it until it's unavoidable. So maybe I'm going to take y'all through a transformation that y'all going to go through, but I'm going to help y'all out because baby, the universe and Mother Earth helped me out. Okay. So right now, we're going to call this the rest of this episode Shots Fired. And I ain't playing no games. Don't play with me. Play with your mama. Don't play with me. Because playing with me is like playing with the universe. Playing with me is like playing with Mother Earth. Playing with me is like playing with God. Okay? Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't disrespect me. Honor what I'm saying as a woman. And I am single. I am a single body right now. Technically speaking, am I single? Nah, not really. I'm spiritually, I came in as planning with a husband. Is me and my husband together at this moment currently? No, but yes. Okay. So make it long story short, you know what it is. Okay. Let me clap for me. So I'm going to tell y'all a story and I'm going to play a message because I already told this person I was going to play that message because I was tired of them playing with me. And I'm going to let you know how I'm tired of you playing with me because I don't have no problem with that. Like, and any woman, even your child, your sister, your mama, your aunt, going to hear this. They're going to feel that. They're going to be like, you know what? She got a point. If you're a real person, whether if my brother right or wrong, y'all got to understand something. I will not check my brother in front of y'all. I will tell my brother by himself, like, bro, you was dead wrong doing that to that girl. A lot of times I used to hear back in the day, like, oh, you always take your brother's side. First of all, I don't always take my brother's side, but if he right, he right. If he wrong, he wrong. I'm going to tell him he wrong. And he'll tell you that. Kid don't always agree with me. She be agreeing with y'all. But y'all think y'all steady listen to her because I'm her brother. And yeah, me and my brother complain, but at the same time, I'm a realist. And if you don't believe me, you got to ask my brother ex-wife. She'll tell you, bro. She will tell you, Keita a real 100 person. For real, for real. Like, I see things from every angle, like, and I take a fair assessment and I look at stuff and I'm like, you know what, this is how I feel what happened. And this is what I feel like should be done. Maybe you was wrong, you provoked, and then maybe you shouldn't have went there because you know this person was provoking you. You feel me? Like, but there's underlying issues that you need to bring out to the surface. So I'm one of them persons. You feel me? Like, they'll be like, okay, what you really mad about? Because it can't be this one little situation. It's not this one situation. Half the time when y'all arguing with people, things be going on, people be like, oh, this one. But they're not mad at this one situation, guys. They're mad about something else totally different. But what they do is keep piling this dirt up and not really talking about the first issue. So they just pile and cover it up, until one day it gets blown up out of proportion. Like the next 52 days, guys, be prepared. I keep trying to tell y'all. It gets blown out of proportion. Then, you know, if you from the streets or you from the hood or you from wherever you from, like he'll be like, all right, well, here we go. Like now we got a whole situation about to happen just because somebody didn't want to address the first issue. Okay. And this could be anything. This could be with your family. I done been in a situation with my family like that. Like, hold on, instead of you cleaning up this mess, you involve me in a mess that I ain't have nothing to do with it. And you trying to include me in that. No, babe, not today. What you gonna do is stop putting my name and stuff because you know I'm a realist and I speak how I speak. And so half the time when you asking people stuff about me, guess what happens? They're gonna be like, oh, well, I think she kind of did say that because I know she a realist and she gonna state what she say and state how she feel for real. And most people don't really talk about that, but is it true? Yeah, I'm like that all day and tomorrow. I do not play no games. Okay, boom. All right, guys. So let me tell you how I really feel like sometimes women are not protected. I can tell a guy talking to a man, and I can tell this man, I don't want to talk to you. I don't feel like it's going to work between you and I. Like, you get what I'm saying? I ain't never, and this is God honest truth. I have never really argued with a man I was with, been in an intimate relationship with, never one time argued with them. So if I have to argue with you for you to feel validated as a person, I don't think I want that. To me, that's toxic. I'm not about to argue with nobody. Like I said what I said, you say what you say, then at the end of the day, if we ain't kissing and laying down, there's something wrong. So I'm a person, if I got to argue with you, I'm going to just leave you alone because I don't like that. I ain't never liked that toxic stuff. I have never liked that toxic stuff. Now, who do I give player passes to? Now, let's talk about it, okay? Let's talk about it. People from New York typically are aggressive when talking. Like, when I say they are aggressive, man, they aggressive, man. I remember working at Citibank. We couldn't hang up on people from New York. They naturally cuss. You can't hang up on them because they're cussing. You can't do that. What we need you to do is go ahead, finish taking this phone call. Like, you know when if a person is really cussing at you or they're just cussing about the situation. You have to decipher that. But New York people are naturally aggressive. And I want to say that because that was like one of their rules. Now, seeing that, hearing that, learning that at a very young age, when I used to talk to people from New York, they are very aggressive. Like, hold on, who you talking to like that? But is that something that some black women like, or women in general? Yeah, they do. You know, and sometimes women they be toxic too to how they talk. But I personally don't like that at all. Like, when I say I don't like that at all, I do not like that at all. Not one bit, not one time, not one sound, not anything, okay? But I will give a New York guy a G-pass if I'm talking to a New York guy, okay? Like, I'll give you a G-pass. If you born and raised in New York, I mean, you can't tell me that you from New York and you only lived there till you was about 7 and then you moved somewhere else. I'm not going to take that like for you acting toxic. That's you trying to act like you from New York and you're really not for real. Like, hey, you know, I was here I was 7, but now you're 45 and it ain't went back to New York. Yeah, be it. You perping at some point. You need to be you need to be acting like the men where you were at and where you been at for the past however many years. Well, that's like 30 years or something. You know what I'm saying? Make a long story short, guys, like, and I want to make sure that y'all understand, like, some people are abusive. Do y'all take the time out to figure out the sign? Because women can be abusive too. People don't talk about that either. You feel me? But I'm going to address it all. Women or men, apply it to whoever you like. I'm just going to give you this juice and help y'all out today. Thank me later, baby. Thank me later. All right. So y'all know I'm funny. So how do y'all know signs of like abusive people off rip? Okay. If me as a woman, I'll tell you, I don't like when men raise their voice at me. And you still do it. Whether you from New York or not, you still do it. If I tell you, me as a woman, I don't like for men to cuss at me, you cuss. Whether you from New York or not, I'm going to feel that you didn't really care or care about my feelings or nothing. You just didn't care. Get what I'm saying? Like, you don't care about nothing. You don't even care about life. You don't even care how the universe protects me. The universe say, hey, be careful how you talk to her. Mother Earth said, don't mess with her. That's my daughter for real. That's my nigga for real. You feel me? Dun, 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 dun. Y'all know I love me some Usher then. What the guys? Y'all know what it's talking about. Second man. All right, y'all know I'm funny. Anyways, make a long story short, guys. I was talking to this young man, and I'm gonna tell y'all the story how it went, so that way y'all know what's going on. And I want to just like make a scene, so that way like he get it through his mind, because obviously I keep telling him, and obviously he ain't listening. And then at some point you get real disrespectful to the point where I ain't talk to you like that. I'm a woman. You talking to me like I'm a whole dude or something, which means to me you fight women for real. You hit women. That means to me you might have seen your mama get hit, and you like to hit women, and you like to abuse people physically, mentally, with words and all that. Like, your mama ain't never been done that way, and you treat other women like that? Oh, but your mama has been done that way, and you still treating women like that? What's wrong? And women, y'all guilty of the John Doe crime too. Some of y'all be talking to men crazy, and it's like, well, here you go, thinking that a man not gonna, you can't say everything to a man and think that he ain't finna like do something to you, because at some point, sometimes the words can be hurtful. People say words don't hurt. They do. They lying. If they tell you they lying. Okay, I'm a spiritual person. I'm real. Like, yeah, sometimes the way how people word things, that hurt my feelings, but I'm expressive about that. I'm like, well, you said that. Okay, so here's what happened, guys. I'm going to tell y'all a quick story. One day my brother calls me. He's at work. Okay, shout out to my brother. You're a working man now. Feel me? Always working overtime. Shout out to my guy. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, my brother done came a long way. So the fact that he go to work every day, even when on his off day, he's still going in, I am very appreciative of it. And I love that, okay? So one day my brother called me. He's like, hey, Keita. He's like, can you do me a favor? I was like, what's up? He's like, I see you moving around. I was like, yeah. He's like, do you think that you could take my friend over here to show him where this place is? I was like, sure. Give me his number. He's like, all right, I'll give you like $20. I was like, I don't want no money. I'll do it for free. And so I called you. I was like, hey, you good? Did you find a place? He's like, yeah, I found it. I'm cool. And he was like, so what's up with you? I was like, nothing. And you know me, I'm always talking my love stuff. So you know what I'm talking about. You know, I'm always saying, you know me, vibrating high, got this heart chakra open. You know what I'm saying? Doing my thing like Blossom. Like I'll never be nobody's girlfriend. I'm only going to be somebody's wife. And I'm nobody's girlfriend. I won't play girlfriend. I won't do that no more. You won't get that out of me. You might get that out of somebody else, but my worth's too high. I can't do that. Okay. Make a long story short, this person like, dang, you look for the same thing I'm looking for. And I was like, oh, he's like, so you want to date? And I'm like, if you got time to date, we can date to see if I like you or not, and if you like me. This is real truth conversation. But the first day I talked to this young man, I'm like, man, I feel like I know him. But it's more like I know him like sexually. And I'm like, man, but it wasn't his energy. Now that I'm looking back at it, it really wasn't his energy, okay? It was the guy that I used to be with sexually for a very long time. Like, I was with him for like maybe 2.5 years sexually in a relationship. Like, for real, we were in a whole-blown relationship. Besides, we didn't call it that. Like, because we never had that open narrative. But we had an open narrative like, yeah, it is what it is. You know what it is. You know me in my player days. If you know me in my player days, you know I always kept it real. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I don't lie. I don't lie. So I'm like, man, but I kept thinking like, man, I don't know him, but why do I keep feeling like I know him? So intuitionally, I'm thinking, This man is hitting me up for a reason. And then I talked to him the next day, guys. And some told me like, oh, he had a conversation about me. Now, what most people don't know, and if you do know, if you have a conversation about me, I know. The moment you, goddess, Nikita, pretty red ENT, you say my brother's name and imply his sister, and you directing energy, you're calling my energy, yeah, I'm going to know that you did this, okay? So I knew there was a conversation happening. Like, I just didn't know who the person was. At the moment is what I'm going to tell y'all, because, you know, when y'all do healing work and y'all cut cords to some people, and you know what I'm talking about, the soul ties, you cut ties with people that you've been intimate with, you sometimes take their energy and you just dismantle it. Oh, but me and this guy, we had a very strong connection. So that's not the problem, guys. Okay. Not one bit, not one time. That's not the problem. So talking to this young man, right, guys? And I'm just like, what's going on? Like, I said, you know what? I was like, where you at? You in New York? Because the last time my brother told me he spoke with him, like he was in New York. I'm like, you in New York still? He's like, nah, I've been down here for years. I'm like, oh, really? Now, in this particular area where, and I'm going to come out and say it, like he's in the Nap. You know where the Nap is? You know where the Nap is. I'm not going to go there. Okay, guys, y'all know where the Nap is, okay? It's Indiana, the Nap, okay? So I'm like, all right, well, and I always used to come see them. Like, I know a lot of niggas in the Nap. I got a lot of friends in the Nap. I got cousins in the Nap. I got friends in the Nap, guy and girls. You feel me? My best friend's family live in the Nap. And I was just up there with my best friend and her cousin in the Nap at her cousin's party. So, make a long story short, I'm like, oh, I was like, you know what? That's crazy. So I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, why do I want to ask him if he know? Dude, the guy I was in a relationship with, when we're going to call this guy, my sexual relationship guy, we're going to call his name P. Okay? P. Call it straight out. P. I was in a sexual relationship with P. Okay? This other dude, we're going to call him S. Okay? P and S. So that way y'all know who I'm talking about. So I'm asking S, and I'm like, man, do you know somebody that know me or something? No, I don't know nobody that know you. Spiritually, my spider sense is going on. Lie. He's lying. And I remember one day I was meditating, and then one day some told me like, yeah, you know, he had a conversation with you about somebody. Like if somebody told him about you. Like, I don't know what they said, but it wasn't bad. But somebody did tell him that they used to mess with you. And I'm like, what? I'm like, all right, well, I know he don't know him because I was messing with Pete for 2 years. And he said that you wasn't the S person that know my brother. So he said that you didn't know my brother at all. Y'all wasn't connected or nothing. So I'm really confused on what's going on. Because I remember one time S called P while I was at P house. And they were talking. And he's like, hey, let me call you back. Because I was right there. I was doing some free stuff. That's neither here nor there, guys. But he called him. He wanted to chit chat. And we ain't had time to chit chat. We was busy. Make a long story short, I asked him, I was like, hey, so is that the same ass that my brother know? Like, he's like, nah. I'm like, all right. So I took it like that. Like, all right, cool. Boom. Make a long story short. And this is player keto. I'm going to show y'all how I play chess. Spiritually, how can you call people out on stuff and listening to y'all spirit? My spirit already told me him and this man was literally having a conversation about me. When I say having a conversation with me, I mean having a direct conversation where he knew, S knew I mess with P. Okay? I don't care, S say, I didn't know. Yes, you did. Spiritually, you knew. The universe is not going to lie to me. The universe revealed it to me. My angels and ancestors revealed to me. Your spiritual team told me that you knew. Get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that spiritual person. Don't mess with me. Mess with your mama. Just don't mess with me. Okay, guys? Like, all right. So what end up happening, guys, make a long story short, one day I was going out on a date. Even though I was talking to S on the phone, I was going out on a lunch date with somebody. Somebody wanted to take me to lunch. They were on lunch break, and they was like, hey, why don't you pull up on me? I want to buy you lunch or whatever. Like, come up. Like, and so we sat down, me and this particular gentleman, we sat down and we were eating. Okay. But on my way there, I was talking to S, and I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on. I feel like you know me and you know somebody that know me personally. And y'all had a conversation. Nah, you perping. So me and S is talking about like everything. Like we talk about like exes, all of this, all of that. Like I just never included when I talked about people, the name. But half of the stories I was talking about was P. Like, you feel me? Like, yes, it was P. Every guy, most of the stories I was telling was about P. You feel me? Being like, you know, like open, like chip. Make a long story short, guys. I remember I was in a nap and I was talking to him. I actually was in the nap and I was talking to him and I'm like, yeah, I'm in the nap, but I'm finna go home. He like, you came up here in a nap? You ain't see me? This is what S said. I said, yeah. I was like, I'm in a nap. I'm chilling. Right now, I got some other stuff going on, but that was spiritually, divinely guided, led by my cousin that passed away. And I love her. Shout out to my baby, Danielle. Rest in paradise, baby. Always and forever. My cousin is a wonderful human being and a wonderful spiritual person, like, period. And I love my baby. But I was up there because of my cousin spiritually. Like, my cousin just passed away and she was trying to help me out, not to, like, take her death really hard. Make a long story short, guys. While I'm up there, I'm talking to him. I remember where I was laying at. I remember I was laying downstairs in the bed. I'm like, man, why do I keep telling this nigga, like, I know more niggas that know you, that you just don't know they know me. But then he mentioned somebody, which this off rip let me know he knew P. He gonna say, oh, so the only person that you could probably know is this dude. Which I do know this dude. He said, but me and him beefing. I said, I think he one of the sweetest people ever. Like when I remember I slid up to the nap and he showed me so much love and he was trying to tell me like where everything was at. And I was like, all right, cool. You feel me? But he was like a really cool dude. Okay. And this isn't P. This is the other dude that they both beefing with. But I didn't know they was beefing with him. I didn't even know they knew each other. So it's like, all right. Cause I know a lot of guys up there, but they don't know them. So I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm like, all right, you know, somewhat. And as I'm sitting in there, I'm waiting for the guy I was finna go have lunch with. And I was sitting up there. I'm like, man, let me figure out what's going on. I said, you know what? Fuck it. This is the real talk. What Pretty Red ENT said that got us Nikita. Fuck it. Say it. Say it. This is my spiritual body. Say it. I said, man, you know some nigga named P? He like, P? Yeah, I know P. That's my brother. Like, your brother, my friend, but P, my brother. I'm thinking to myself, my brother just called me and said that you was his brother, and I heard you call my brother your brother on many occasions, but on this one particular time, you're saying that P is more your brother than my brother, but the brother that you keep calling? You just call my brother your friend? And you told me he was your brother. My brother told me that he considered you his brother. Hold on. That's messy to me. So I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, well, you know, half the stories I was talking about was P. You feel me? He was like, oh, I didn't know that. I was like, yeah. Half the stories I was talking about was P. Like, if we go back and have conversations, he's like, oh, see, you know what? That's going to change things with me and you talking. Mind you, I already told this boy 2 days ago I didn't want to talk to him because I didn't like the way he talked to women. I didn't like how he talked to me. I don't like how he compares himself to a woman. I'm like, I don't like that. It's too harsh for my spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're angry. You'll call me and take your anger out on me about little. No, you won't do that. You won't even get to experience my energy ever again. Okay. Boom. So when I told him that, he said that was my brother. He's like, you know what? Matter of fact, I'm about to call him right now. And then the next thing I know, I felt the energy change. So the whole thing is spiritually. After I told him that the energy changed, that let me know expeditiously y'all talked and I was right the whole time. Because you were just waiting for me to say something. I'm just wondering, like, why you just ain't say nothing? Because I already told you and I called you out on a few times and said, do you know, dude, that he put you up to talk to me? What's going on? I don't like that. Don't play no games with me. Just because I'm a female don't mean that I didn't get trained by the Captain Virgo himself, manipulator, the most players man I have ever dealt with in my life. R.I.P. to my best friend. You feel me? Clap for him. Slick Butter, Slick Babes. You know what I'm saying? Like, he go by a few names, but that's what I called him, Slick Babe, Slick Butter. So you know what I'm talking about. If you ever know me through slick days, you know that, hey, baby over there got some power. Okay. So you know that I know how to be player because he taught me how to be player. So it's a little bit different for me when I talk to different people and I'm like, oh, you know, some guys be like, I ain't never met a female like you. Like, because you're not my man. I can't be mad about nothing if you're not my man. So mind you, I never met this young man face to face. Never seen me face to face. Ain't been on a date with me or nothing. So he comes out. He's like, well, I'm going to have to go call my dude and see how he feel about you. But I said, I already feel like y'all already had a conversation. You knew I talked to him. I just didn't know that y'all was friends because I would have never really talked to you for real, for real. And this is all jokes aside. Like, I be laughing and giggling with P because I feel some type of way. Like, I feel like he might owe me because I wasted 2 years, but that ain't got nothing to do with that. I still probably wouldn't talk to dude because I knew that he knew P. You feel me? Like, I have that much respect for him. Like, bro, I wouldn't do that to him. If that hurted him, I would never do that. I don't want to ever do nothing to hurt him because he ain't never did nothing to hurt me besides our little situation. You feel me? Boom. Make a long story short, come out. Dude calls. He calls him. He's talking to him. So I call him back. I said, so did y'all talk? He said, nah, we still on the phone talking. I'll call you back. I said, all right, cool. So he said he's still talking to his brother, which I already know that he is. He like, oh, the conversation when he first called P, when S called P, the conversation went, she finally came out and told me. What do you mean she finally came out and told me? Huh? So you was playing a game with me. I ain't no play around toy. You can't play with me. Like, this is not that. Like, I don't know what type of weird stuff you on, he on, whoever on, but what you won't do is put me in that. So the thing about S, he don't know that me and P really had a connection. Okay. And if he didn't, then now he know. Bro, P already spiritually was talking to me like, hey, you know, this is how I really found out that they talk. P came to me and spiritually when I was meditating one day, he's like, bro, like, and he told me some things and I'm like, all right, well, cool. Because me and Pete talk spiritually all the time. That's not my husband. But me and him talk because we cordial. Like, you know, we had a real connection. That's my guy. Like, no lie. Like, that's my guy. Make a long story short, I'm like, all right. All right, cool. Boom. Now, you don't know who my spiritual guys is. I just told you I had a whole master manipulator, Captain Virgo. You feel me? So you don't think my homie gonna tell me what exactly you doing, what y'all doing, what y'all got planned? You acting crazy. Slap that on something. Make a long story short, let me clear my throat. Dun, 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 dun. So he called me back maybe like 4 days later. And he's like, you know what? After talking to P, I don't want to talk to you no more. Like, because I feel like P told me that he ain't care about you for real and that you was nothing. I'm like, P told you he ain't care about me and I was nothing, and my guy blowing up my phone, blowing my jank down. Like, P was like, I still want to be friends with you. Like, I really, you know, like, I don't really want you to be mad at me. Like, you know, like me and P talk different. He like, I said, so you mean to tell me a guy who blowing my jank down, telling you he don't care about me and I ain't nothing, and that that you should go ahead and talk to me. Now I was thinking to myself, like, man, that don't even sound like nothing P would say. Because P from Chicago. So P really be, it's all love. If you ever dated a Chicago man as a woman, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not from Chicago, we love Chicago niggas. Okay. Like, I got to say that, like, you know, I don't date niggas no more, but I had to say it that way because some people understand me that way. Yes. Women love Chicago men because Chicago men are really open and it's always love with them. Like, they really love you. And if you ever talk to a Chicago man that got a Cincinnati woman, they will tell you they love the West Side women. They like, bruh, Cincinnati women ride for their man. We love y'all. Period. So, boom. Make a long story short, I'm talking and I'm listening. I'm like, oh, you know what? Cool. Next thing I know, and I'm like, all right, I don't want to, you know, be too mean or, I don't want to be too bold about things. So what I do is, when he called me, he was like, all right, well, I don't want to talk to you no more because, you know, I feel like P lying and like, that's my brother. And I can tell like he really like you and he need to deal with his issues and speak his truth to you for real. I was like, well, that's cool. Because I ain't want to talk to you anyways. Because me and you ain't going to work. You like to argue. You like to provoke me. And I don't like that. I don't like for a person to make me argue so that way they can make me feel better. No. You should be making me feel better without arguing with me. I don't like that. You're too much for me. I'm only here to assist you. And this is what I do know. Spiritually, you know, I was talking and me and my husband spiritually talking. He like, listen, help dude. I really don't even want you helping dude. Because there's something that I do know. I really don't want you to help dude out for real, but go ahead, because he do need to open up. And he was like, I can't tell you not to help dude if Mother Earth is saying help him because he's disrespecting women. He's disrespecting women at a high cost. Do your job because that's what you came here to do. I was like, all right, cool. Make a long story short, guys. No lie. I'm keeping it all the way a butter. You know, I only can keep it 100. I can't keep it no more than 100, but only 100. Next thing I know, probably like, so then I kind of was upset. And let me tell you why I was upset. How you gonna tell me that my brother just your friend when you call my brother your brother a few moments before? But you said that this dude, P, is more your friend than anybody. So I said, oh, okay. So guess what the universe do? The universe always has a funny way to, bring things to the light. And I said this on some real stuff. I said, because I know P and I know what kind of type of person P is. P is the most, I'm telling you guys, like, if he was single, I would be promoting him to tell women, like, you need to really get with him. Because when I was with him and I experienced him, I really felt love. I can't lie and say, nah, I ain't feel love. Like, bro, I felt love. Like, he loved me in my sexual love language, period. Like, everything was great. I was just, me and him just had our communication problems, but that's where we were at. Like, we still had to heal that. But I'm telling y'all women, if he's single, get at him. But P is not single, by the way. Make a long story short, y'all know, but honest. Make a long story short, probably like maybe a month later, or maybe even 2 months later, he called my phone. Same S. Called my phone when he just said he didn't want to talk to me. He hit me up and he was like, well, see, you want me to knock down all these barriers in my heart. I said, I'm not dealing with nobody who ain't healed. I won't be in a relationship with somebody who hurt. They treat me like how somebody else treated them. Like, oh, I don't want to be open because this last girl hurt me. You know what? I will not date you. I'm telling people off rip, not playing no games. I will not date you. If your heart's not open, I'm not dating you. I don't want to date some man. I got to knock your barriers down. What? I already had to fight my whole life. I'm not about to fight somebody I'm with for them to love me correctly, like, and treat me like I never hurt them. Nope. Because I won't do that to you. So I won't allow you to do that to me. I'll cut it off. I don't even play games no more. So when he called me back to want to talk to me, I told him, nah, I'm cool. Like, what changed now that you want to talk to me? Okay. And I'm like, you just said that you didn't want to talk to me because of your dude, but I already told you I was good. I didn't want to talk to you because I didn't like the way how you spoke to me as a woman. The way you spoke to me, I'm live. The way he spoke to me, guys, like, even P never talked to me that way. P never, like, raised his voice at me. He just, if a girl was to tell me he toxic, I wouldn't believe it. I would not believe that he even raised his voice at women and he hit women, all that. I would not believe that because I'm like, man, that man is way too gentle to do that. He ain't never do that with me. But make a long story short, this is what I told dude. I really didn't want to talk to him for that, okay? Boom. I'm going to show y'all like these abusive signs. You're calling me back to say what? Like, I really want to talk to you. You really want to talk to me now? Also, some things go on between P and S. It ain't got nothing to do with me. That's S' choice, to be honest, with P, with how he really feel. Feel me? Ain't got nothing to do with me. Next thing I know is S starts telling me stuff. And I'm like, You feel me? Then he like try to put my brother into some mess that him and P got going on. Like, bro, my brother go to work every day. He don't be where y'all at. Stop playing with me. My brother don't even know dude who you talking about. And I know for a fact because I was messing with P for a minute. My brother did not know who dude was. So don't play with me and act like, don't involve my brother in your messy situation. Don't do that. Don't do that because the universe has a habit of always checking you. Okay? Always politely checking you. Like, you can't do stuff to people who doing good to you. That's crazy. What kind of person do you think that is? Like, my brother a really genuine good friend to you. And here you go trying to cross him and get him involved in your mess. And universe said, he can't afford to get involved in your mess because he got other stuff that he got to worry about right now. So let me tell you something. We're going to take him out of this. Okay? Universe got my brother out of that situation. Sap. Like, hey, my brother ain't got nothing to do with that. So you're calling me. You're talking to me. Okay? Boom. When he said, well, you know what? I was thinking and I was doing some healing. Now, he called me during Mercury retrograde. So y'all know what I'm talking about when I be telling y'all during Mercury retrograde, these guys who have to speak their truth, their inner peace, they come and hit you up. He's like, and like, Keita, for real, I'm looking for a wife. Like, and you really it for real. Like, you know, I feel like we got a past life together. Like, I feel like you my twin flame. No, I am not your twin flame. My twin would never talk to me the way you talk to me. My husband would never talk to me the way that you talk to me. You talk to me like I'm a whole man. I have never talked to you like that. Never got upset at you. Every time you say something to me, I speak spiritually to you. I never cuss you out. I never do anything to how you talk to me. I have never talked to you that way. And I'm pretty sure your mama, your sister and them, they heard the way you talk to me. Even your daughter, I bet you they would not like the way that you talk to me at all. Like, no woman, if they was to hear how this man used to talk to me, they would be like, my female friends would be like, who is he and where he at? Like, let's go jump him. No, for real. My female friends bout it, guys. Like, for real. So make a long story short, I'm sitting over here and I'm like, I don't want to talk to you. This ain't going to work between you and Di. I help you, you know, like with your situation because I know you're going through something. You ain't been asleep. You using a lot of energy. Like, I don't know, you know, I'm a psychic, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also a medium too. I'm really tapped in. So I'm like, you know, somebody trying to cross over and they need to make sure you at peace because you're holding on to them. You're holding them here. They're trying to cross over. This is what the person is saying to me. I'm trying to cross over so that way I can come back and be this person's angel. But I can't leave until I know he all right. So I'm like, all right, like, and I'm talking to him. I was like, hey, look, I know you spiritual, so I can tap you in to lead you and guide you how to get to where you trying to go to tap you in to talk to this particular person. And I helped him out or whatever. He was like, and see, Keita, and that's why I love you. Like, because no matter what, like, you really love people. No, I love what I do, Negro. I love helping people. Some people do not like helping people. I personally love helping people through issues. I love helping people cross over. I love giving messages from the other side when people like, hey, look, my mama laying over there crying every day because I'm not here. I need her to be happy. I don't want to move on. I can't move on because she crying. Talk to her for me. I love doing that because this brings peace, bro. I'm a different human being. I love and I love seeing people happy, genuinely. Some people don't like seeing people happy. You can always tell that. I love seeing people happy. I love seeing people just being okay, guys. So this young man, like, and I always tell people, some people just could be addicted to your light. I'm a person, I always help people. If I know, like, I could be out somewhere, I could be in a crowd somewhere, and next thing I know, like, it could be a baby, like, I'm trying to cross over, but my mom was really taking this hard. She's not telling nobody for real. Can you talk to her? Like, can you do your thing? And I was like, all right. And I just randomly just bring it up and I talk about it. And it brings healing. Some people can naturally do that. Some people can't because they're not real. They're not authentic to themselves. They're not honoring themselves. I'm a person. I do this at all times. No lie. Boom. Let me tell y'all something. And I want to make sure y'all understand. And it's clear. So I'm talking to this guy, this young man, and I'm like, all right. So he's like, for real, Keita, like, let's try to work on it. I said, how would you work on what? Like, because when you wanted to talk to me before, I would have talked to you. For real. I would have gave you, like, you know, see what you was about, like, went out on dates with you, all that, like, just to see what kind of person you is. You think I'm going to give you that now? And I was trying to give you that at first? No. Negative, Ghostwriter. You won't get that one out pretty radiant. So I'm like, all right, cool. Okay. All right. And I'm like, I'm cool. And he was like, well, I said, well, who will want to date somebody in your shelter up? Who will want to date you when you really are hurtful the way you talk to women? Who will want to date you? Because I don't want to personally date you. I don't want to date you for these reasons. And I gave him reasons. Because a lot of people don't do that. Hey, don't just tell me you don't want to date me. Tell me why you don't want to date me. Because it might be something I need to work on. And I'm willing to be a student to be like, okay, what do I need to work on? So that way I can heal and I can help other people heal. You feel me? Boom. Make a long story short. Next thing I know, this young man gets upset. Start yelling. I already knew he was mad before he came over. I'm a spiritual person. You don't think I know that you upset? That's dumb. So I'm like, all right, how can this is before my growth, guys. This is before my growth where I'll be telling people, if I know you upset and you call me, guess what I'm going to do? Get off the phone. I'm going to get off the phone. You will not give me that energy. You will sit there and deal with it yourself. I ain't got to transmute your energy. I don't have to give you my energy, my light for you to be better. And you come over here stealing energy. Because that's what you really call. Like, you know, I'm in good energy. So you call me so that way I can take you out of your funk. But you didn't ask if I was all the way charged up. Sometimes I might not be all the way charged up. And here you go, depleting all the energy and light I have in me. And now I got to go recharge up all because you don't want to deal with your inner issues. Nope, won't do that today. Not this year, not 2023. Not at all. I will not give that away to nobody. I will not allow them to do me like that. Make a long story short, because I want to make sure I state the real truth, okay? I told him on the same particular day, I don't want to talk to you no more. I'm okay. I don't like the way you speak to me. I don't like it. I said even to the point where I said, bruh, I don't want to talk to anybody that is friends with my brother. So if you friends with my brother, you try to holler at me, it's probably going to be a problem. It's going to be smoke behind that. Because I'm going to be like, well, why are you trying to talk to me and all my brother's sister? Like, first of all, like, there's 100 million women out here and you want to talk to me? Why? I know I'm pretty dope, but that ain't got nothing to do with it. At some point, if you honor the friendship with my brother, you wouldn't even speak to me. You wouldn't even talk to me. Especially if you like being abusive and talking to women the way this young man talked to me. Why would you talk to my brother, sister, and I'm his sister? You yelling at me like that, like, you talking to me like that, like, what? That ain't fair to my brother. You put my brother in a situation like, what? Like, this man talking to you like that? Yeah. I don't, but when I called my brother, right after I got a phone with him, I was like, bro, don't, if someone of your friends like me, don't tell me. Please don't tell me, because I ain't talking to nobody that know you. And I usually don't feel that way. And I say that I don't really talk to my brother friends at all. But, you know, like, I'm always a person, I'm open for love. Like, hey, maybe this is a stepping stone and my husband might be here that I need to meet. Boom. Make a long story short, guys, okay? Because I want y'all to understand some things. I'm talking to this young man. I tell him, I don't want to talk to you. So then he called me. He said, Keita, you want me to knock down my guard? I knock it down. Now you don't want me? I'm like, excuse me? I have to go through all of that, like, and to get you to knock your stuff down. I don't want to deal with this every single day. I do healing work. I don't want to have to come home and heal my husband too. I don't mind healing my husband. If this is my husband, that man's not my husband at all. No. Hell nah. No way in hell that man's my husband. People be like, no, that's not my husband. I know who exactly my husband is. So, bam, I'm talking. I'm like, all right, cool. So I told him. So then I probably like 2 days later, I remember I went to work. Okay, guys. And when I go to work, I'm sitting up there and I was talking to this old man. He's like, what's going on with you? He is so universal, guys. And I took him to dialysis. This is my guy. This is one of my favorite clients. I took him to dialysis and he's so universal. He talks about meditation and he talks about like how to do the meditation. So anytime he's in the car with me, I'm always learning from him. But this particular day, he asked me, he said, so what's going on with you? He said, what's going on? What's up with you? And I was like, man, I don't know. I'm going through something in life and I feel like, like sometimes guys play games with women and I'm just trying to figure out like, why would this man or this person try to play games with me? Why would these two people try to play games with me? And I was really highly upset because I hold P to a different standard. It's like, you will sit up here and play games with me with this dude? Like, really? Like, make a long story short, guys, because I want to make sure I'm very transparent when I say this. So, make a long story short, we're sitting over here talking, and the next thing I know, P calls me. And I'm like, all right. And I stopped talking to him. When I say I pulled my sister TT move, cut him off from my energy. I didn't respond back because usually P get me by saying what he say and I respond back. Nah, I'm cool. I don't want to respond back. There's no reason for you to need to check up on me. You with your baby mama. Why are you checking on me for? You left me, you with her. You had an opportunity to say that when I was willing to like take P, like, and like, you know what? Cause I was always playing with me, him and I. At that moment when your baby mama called me, you knew that if you was to tell your baby mama, I love her, I want to be with her, bruh, you know I would have been with you. At this moment now, who I'm with now, no. At this moment of the growth I'm at, no. You can't get me. Nope. Not after that conversation with your baby mama. No. Nope. No, sir. Shots fired. You can't get me. You can't get me back. Nah, that's over with. That's dead. Call that, wrap it up, call it Reynolds. Bam. Make a long story short, guys. Here's what I want to tell y'all. So this young man still kept trying to call and talk to me. And I'm like, what do you want? So on this one particular day, I remember it was like yesterday. And this is what I tell people all the time. You got to be careful who you messing with. You don't know if you're messing with a twin flame. You don't know if you're messing with a soul flame. You don't know who you're messing with. I remember I knew he texted me and I'm like, why do he keep texting me? And if I told him to stop texting me, I don't want him. I don't want you. What you still texting me for? Make a long story short. Let me make sure I break it down. So that way people understand what it sounds like. This is abuse, bruh. I told you multiple times I don't want to talk to you. Still call me back. Yeah, I'll talk to you spiritually. But you're going to have to start booking me through the website now because I ain't even answer your phones. Pretty soon you're going to have a middleman and it ain't even going to be the same phone. You're going to be talking to me off a throwaway phone for however many minutes you booked me through on that website. Okay? Bam. Make a long story short. I told him, I was like, nah, bro, I'm cool. I don't want to talk to you. Cuss me out then. I'm like, dang. I'm thinking to myself, like, how would he feel if a man did his daughter the same way he did me? That man loved his daughter. Like, one thing I can say, I got to give him that. Like, S love his kids. So imagine your daughter getting talked to the same exact way how you talking to me. I know you not going. Oh, one thing I know about you, you're not going for that. You're going to be like, what? But I'm somebody's daughter. I'm somebody's daughter. The same thing you doing, you don't want done to your daughter. You doing it to me, but I'm somebody else's daughter. The disrespect, period. Okay. Make a long story short. So I'm like, you know what? It's all cool. I ain't talked to the man or nothing. I told him I'm cool. I didn't want to talk to him. I was like, can you stop hitting me up? He hit me up. He texted me. Now, I remember like it was yesterday because my son had grandparent day with my mama. I dropped my mama off to my son's school so she could participate in grandparents day. Shout out to her. Okay. Next thing I know, he texts me and like Grand Rising. And I'm like, why do you keep texting me? I really don't want you to text me. And mind you guys, this is during Mercury retrograde. So I pick up the phone. Next thing I know, like I already knew he was angry. He was upset. And it's like he wanted to upset me and argue with me. And like I was telling y'all in my last episode, how to avoid this situation. At this time, I didn't know how to avoid it, but I ain't really have like a math to what I do now. I got a math equation to do what I do. Like, all right, I'll call you back. I'm like, what's up? Why you keep texting me? What's good? What do you need to talk about? Like, why you keep texting me Grand Rising? What's up? What do you want? Because you don't want nothing from me. I'm not your person. I'm not your twin. I would never tolerate a man to talk to me the way that you have talked to me ever in life. So I spaz out on him, guys. When y'all hear me talking and I say I jumped out of body, like I literally jumped out of my love and light body and my dark side came out. And when I say I went completely off on this man, I went off. The next thing I know, I feel this really cool breeze and somebody sending me some really positive waves. When I say like, I know my husband did this, my husband did this. Next thing I know, I just started crying while talking to this young man. I said, listen, I ain't even mean to yell at you or nothing because I ain't even that type of person. But me, I do feel like I'm a little unprotected right now. I keep telling you not to call me. And you still calling my phone, yelling at me, disrespecting me as a woman. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, you like this toxic stuff. I don't like that. I don't like for no man to make me want to argue with him. I just don't like that. I'm asking you to stop calling me. You're still calling me. And I start crying. So a lot of people don't deal with that emotion. Like, how did you feel when you tell a guy or a woman to stop calling you and they still call your phone? And as a woman, we're single, and sometimes guys don't respond back to if they hear another guy in the background. So that's what I was going through a lot of times, guys. I'm telling guys, hey, I don't want you. I don't want you. And yet they're still calling my phone. But if I had a man, they'd stop. If my man picked up the phone, like, hey, stop calling her phone, bruh. Like, I don't want you to call her no more. Like, she don't want you. She with me. She's happy over here. Stop calling the phone. The next time you call the phone, it won't be nice. You feel me? Like, it ain't sugar and sweet. It just won't be nice. So a lot of times people don't know how that feels. How do y'all feel? Tap in and tell me. How do you feel if you tell a person to stop calling you and they still call you? They're not physically, they're mentally abusing you, verbally abusing you. And if you know me, you know I don't be mean to people, bro. That's just not me. I ain't never been that type of person. I'll never be that type of person, okay? So how do you think that made me feel as a woman? If I'm telling a man to stop calling me, and yet he's still calling me, disrespecting me because I tell him I don't want to be with him. I don't want to be with you. So you're still calling me. You're angry. I said, you're angry at everybody. You need to deal with your emotions correctly. I didn't do nothing to you. And the next thing I know, when I felt that good wave, it was like, calm down. Like, I felt totally different. And I was hot. Yeah, I got to understand. When I get mad, I get big mad. There ain't no in between with me. I go from 0 to Tasmania sap. I don't even skip and go up levels. I'm there already. So it's like, all right, well, here you go. And I physically get back with him. And he was like, dang, you know what? You ain't never did that before, but I get it. Why I gotta be upset and yell at you for you to get what I'm saying? Boom. Make a long story short, the young man hits me up on social media. And he was like, And, you know, like people, you know, if you follow me on TikTok or Snapchat, I'm funny. You feel me? I really am in real life. And I don't mind like people, you know, he says something, he's like, oh man, chip. I was like, if you ever thought you was going to play me, you not. So here's the thing. P would hit me up and 5 minutes later, S would hit me up. Okay. S would hit me up and then 2 minutes later, P hit me up. And I'm wondering like, why is these two people hitting me up at the same time? First time I give you that coincidence, even though I don't believe in coincidence at all. But this started happening on a reg. And I'm like, oh, y'all playing games? I don't play games. So I spazzed out on him for that. I'm like, I'm going to just call you out because at first I was just trying to see if it was real or not. And I wanted to see if you was actually really going to try me for real. Like, and a lot of people don't understand for real. Like, I'm a person like, I'm an Aries. And this is what I'm sorry, Aries, for snitching us out, but this is what we do. Half the time, if we feel like you're doing something like that, like where guys are being sneaky or women being sneaky, half the time we'll sit there and watch you. We'll watch you for a whole week, 2 weeks straight to see how many times this happened. So that way, when we come together with our evidence, you're going to jail playing around with us, bro. Are you for real? Like this time, that time, you did that. Okay. Man, I'm like, there's no way this young man is playing with me like that. Okay. And I called him out on it and I said, so it's awfully funny that 1 minute you hit me up, then he hit me up 2 minutes later, then you hit me up, then he hit me up, and he hit me up, then you hit me up. And I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Cause then you just tell me S that P didn't F with me. P didn't fuck with me. P didn't like me. Why he keep hitting me up then? What's going on? Like, did P really say what you said he said? You feel me? I ain't trying to get into this conversation and trying to get you on your brother to beef. This ain't that. But what I'm saying is if I feel like you playing a game with me. So then one day Spirit woke me up at 3 a.m. I'm trying to figure out that movie. Hold on. I'm about to figure it out while I'm talking to y'all. So Spirit woke me up one morning to help me figure out. And it was like something about these brothers. And they found out they was dating the same woman. And then one brother said he was going to back off, but the other brother didn't. He kept going. So I kept getting these readings on TikTok and it was really weird. I'm like, so Spirit was like, they brothers, but they're not really brothers. And I'm like, what? Like, who is this? Two brothers are after me. They were both want to date me. Like, who is this? And it was like one brother would really date you for real. The other brother just playing. He just want to take up time. And I'm like, what? I'm not messy like that. For real, like guys, like I gotta be honest. Like, cause I'm gonna end probably this episode with critiquing this young man's voice tech he just sent me. He said I can post it. By the way, I told him I said I was going to post him on my podcast. He's like, go ahead. All right. And I usually don't even give people airplay off in my ride, but I feel like more women need to be aware, more men need to be aware of what they do to women and how you might affect someone's healing by your actions that you're doing. So, what movie that young man played in? I'm trying to think about the movie he played in. Gosh, hold on, guys. Like, all right, guys. So I figured out the movie, and I was like, you know what? Hold on, I had to pause. I had to ask Siri. So listen, guys. The movie is called This Means War. It's with the guy that plays Venom. Okay, him and the dude was like his best friend, his brother. And they was dating the same girl. But the girl was kind of like open to dating. So she didn't know she was dating like two brothers, which is really disrespectful because they knew, but she didn't know. She didn't know. So they were both pursuing her. So Spirit woke me up at one time early in the morning to be like, this is what's going on with you. And I'm like, well, who is this? Why would this be going on with me? Like, no. I'm calling time out. I don't know what's going on. Make a long story short. Make a long story short, in this movie, it's kind of like, may the best man win. So when S called me and I called him out on it, I said, it's really funny that you and him keep hitting me up around the same time. Like, I find that weird. S gonna be like, well, let the best man win then. I'm like, what? You know what? I don't want to talk to neither one of y'all. P already know how I feel. I already spoke my truth to him. Like, you feel me? Like, that's one dude I can be like open and be myself and be sensitive and talk to him. Like, he already know how I feel. Like, he helped me out with some of my healing work. Are you serious? And I'm not gonna talk to you, so what's really good? Y'all, this young man hit me up, and it was like months later, hit me up, and it was like randomly text me and said, I love you. He texted me and said, are you mad? And I was like, nah, I ain't mad. I was never mad. Only dogs get mad. I ain't finna get mad at you. It is what it is. You need to heal. Sometimes people who healing, they don't care who the universe might send to help them. And they end up hurting the person that the universe sent to help them do a transition, a transformation. That's not my problem. I did my job. Did you do yours? So make a long story short, this young man, guys, this young man said, all right, I love you. I was like, I love you too. Because, you know, I always tell people, if no one told you they loved you today, just know I love you. Like, for real. Like, it's always all love, like, for real with me. I don't care whether... I don't never want to end on no bad terms. It's all love. You feel me? Yeah, I love you too. Like, you feel me? Not like I'm in love with you, but I love you because I care if you alive or not. I'm a person, I really care for people. Period, point blank. My husband know that. My spiritual husband know that. You feel me? Like, come on now. Like, the man I'm going to be with know that. He know I really care for people. Okay? He really care for people. So it's a mutual understanding. Like, he like, oh, you feel me? Like, no. But, make a long story short, a lot of people don't understand why I do that. So let me tell you why I would do that with a guy I said I don't want to talk to no more. Because sometimes guys start acting crazy. I don't had a dude, I didn't want to talk to him. And I told him I didn't want to talk to him. And I kept it real about what was going on. Like, dude, we playing truth or dare. We'll never play truth or dare with grown people ever again in my life. Okay? Won't do it. But, and no lie, you could ask my best friend, Stevie Bug. She would tell you, yeah, this happened. Yeah, Keita probably won't play Truth or Dare. You ask her what game I wouldn't play, she would be like, Truth or Dare. But I kept it real with dude. I was like, listen, like, me, you don't have sex. I have sex every Thursday with my ex. He cashes my checks. Period. Even though we're not together. I have sex with him every Thursday. That's the reason why I really don't need sex, because I have sex with him every clockwork, even though we're not together. But me and my ex broke up. Did I keep it real with him? Yeah. You asked. You asked doing a Truth or Dare? Yeah, I told you. And then next thing I know is, you know, we no longer cool, and dude throws a brick through my car window and cuts my ex-boyfriend's brake line from what I heard. And I'm like, what? Dude, you did all of that for what? We didn't even have sex. This is why I never talked to you. This is why I never went nowhere. I didn't find out that dude who did it was really gay. Like men. I knew he liked the men. I'm like, oh man, you don't want to touch me or nothing? Like, what's going on? That man liked the men. Found him in the bed with a man, and he was all over Facebook. But make a long story short, that's what I'm talking about with guys. They be acting crazy. You feel me? Like, and so I have a typical way of like, because I am single and I don't have a man that says, I don't want to say that I don't have a man that stays in the house, because this is not true. Because my son's here. So it's like, half the time guys feel like they can talk to women and keep calling them if they know that they're single. But what they don't understand is this makes women feel very unprotected if we're telling you constantly, stop calling me. And it was so crazy because at one moment I felt very unprotected, and I was telling the universe, like, I really need to feel protected. Like, I'm freaking out. I don't know what's going on. I just need protection from a guy. And then sure enough, my crazy first boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, oh my gosh, showed up, and he was like, you know, I don't play no games about you, Keita. Don't call me for anything, because I'm coming at my house for you. I don't care about nobody else. I'm coming outside of my house. You know, you're my first girlfriend. You ain't never really do nothing wrong to me, and I love you for that. Like, you're really a beautiful person. Like, and if anybody hurt you, harm you, like, no, I'm going to show up for you. Like, even if I'm with you or not, like, I really respect you that much. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like, but this is what this man made me feel like by him keep calling me and me telling him stop calling me. So let's get to the messages, guys. So the other day, anytime this young man hits me up, he texts me, I automatically call him. And I say, what's up? What do you want? What do you want? Because I already told you I want to be with you. So what do you want? Like, you want to talk spiritually, we can. If you don't, like, you feel me? Like, what do you want? Make a long story short, this man called me. And he started talking to me about my brother. Okay. And here's how the message just went. So this young man calls me at 8:11 and says, he texts me, Grand Rising. I said, Grand Rising, what's up, S? Okay. He said, shit, pissed off and happy at the same time. How did you sleep? How's your father doing? I said, I slept really good. I don't know. I haven't found out. I have some questions I need to ask you, right? And next thing I know, he said, I'm praying for y'all. And him asked me, I says, so what's up with you? He said, nothing much, love. I said, what's up with you? And then I send him my podcast because y'all know me. I'm always sending my podcast out. I call him. No lie. After that text message, I called him because I got a few questions I want to ask him, because now in the spiritual walk that I'm in now, as of this year, I always ask people, what role are you trying to play in my life? And what role do you want me to play in your life? Because you keep calling me. So I'm trying to figure out like what's going on. Because I'm not going to be friends with someone who likes me and personally like me like that. Like you want to wife me down. Like I'm not about to be friends with you. Like if I'm dating. No, I'm not about to be friends with you. No, you can't be friends with me. There's no tie there. Okay. So I'm trying to ask him, like, what role do I play in your life? What role do you want me to play in your life? That's what I really wanted to know. By the way, maybe I should play my messages. Okay. Because I want y'all to know, like, what I really be saying to people and stuff. And so that way y'all can get, like, a better understanding for me. Because I really be feeling like, I don't like to get other people involved in different stuff like this. But at some point, this young man ain't hearing me at all. Okay. And then like when me and him got into the last time I spazzed out on him, I said, well, first of all, I probably wouldn't talk to you anyways, because you don't know how to pursue me. And if you want to know how to pursue me, how to get me, you need to call that nigga P. Ask P how he got me. Because P ain't get me the way how you trying to get me. P put in work for me. Oh my gosh. P pursue me correctly. Not no, he ain't pursued me. Oh, he started talking and no, P pursued me correctly. Like when I say correctly, like he did everything what I like for a man to do to pursue me. Okay, boom. Make a long story short, I want to just play his message. So I'm going to read you the first message he said. This man said, girl, bye. Find you someone to play with, exclamation point. Because you got to do that. It says, and P.S., I didn't need the money, just wanted to see who I can count on. Clown. I don't want to be your friend. Act like you don't know me, exclamation point. And he said, I never wanted to be with you, question mark, and a laughing face. I don't know if that was laughing, crying. Like, I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, you never really had no intentions to really be with me or nothing. Like, why did you want to, like, pursue me? Like, nigga, I ain't no fucking pass around. This ain't that, my nigga. And I'm pretty sure that ain't what P was doing either. But I did holler at P one day. I told P, I want 5 of your best friends. I need 5 niggas' numbers that know you, bro. Because I feel like you owe me some hoes. But this is when Pretty Red ENT was out. Like, if you ever met Pretty Red ENT, I don't give a fuck. Like, nigga, if you took me off the market for a moment, you kind of owe me. Okay? This is real talk. Like, I be real out keeping it a bean, okay? So my whole thing is, why did this man sit up here, grown man, sit up here and talk to me like that? Okay? But let me play y'all his clip. We're going to dissect this clip, okay? So, bam, here we go. I'm going to play it so y'all can hear it.
Man, you a whole fucking bozo the clown, nigga.
Nigga, you a whole bozo the clown. Huh? You calling a woman bozo the clown? Look how he come at me.
Well, nigga, I don't even want you. Second of all, nigga, I ain't want you. Third of all, nigga, I don't give a fuck about you not being my friend, nigga. You don't have to speak to me. Oh, well, why the fuck did you call me this morning? You didn't have to.
Now pause. Remember why I told you I called him? Because he texted me. I'm trying to figure out, why are you calling me? And I already told you I'm cool, right? Now you said you went through, first of all, I didn't want you. Second of all, I didn't want you. Then why in the hell you keep hitting me up then? Because, bro, I didn't hit you up. You clearly wrote me, and you hit me up. So I'm like, all right, cool. Okay. So I'm just trying to figure out, why he's talking to me like that. So, boom, here go the next message, y'all. This man. People crazy, guys. I can't lie to y'all. Real life. People crazy.
Man, you a whole fucking bozo the clown, my nigga. First of all, nigga, I don't even want you. Second of all, nigga, I ain't want you. Third of all, nigga, I don't give a fuck about you not being my friend, nigga. You don't have to speak to me. Oh, well, why the fuck did you call me this morning? You didn't have to speak to me. You could have kept the fucking trucking and left me the fuck alone. So, what I'm not getting is, how the fuck can you tell me to do all this when you need to take even your own motherfucking medication, baby? Sip your own tea. Maybe you'll learn something. Because really, baby, the energy I threw up was the same motherfucking energy that you brought to me, and you deserved every last bit of it. So, you know what? I ain't even got to fuck call you. I don't even know why I waste my time in responding to your goofy ass. But go ahead and stay in the circus, because I see the circus is in your town. It's in you, fucking clown.
What? This grown-ass man said this to me. A man said this to me. Not no woman, a man. It sound like you talking. I'm telling you, I played this particular message to a Jamaican dude. And he is he talking to a man or is he talking to you? I'm like, at this point, I don't know. Because he said, I don't know what's wrong with dude. But I'm going to play y'all my message so y'all can see how player I am. For real, for real.
I want to do. I don't want to give you the same energy you was trying to project at me. I also don't want to let you back in my energy field, Shadow. I'm going to, you are a person that, how can I say this without being a dick? You are a person, Shadow, me and you are not for each other. I will not tolerate a man who talks to me like that. Like I told you, I went off on Paris. I felt really bad about going off on him because he has never raised his voice at me or talked to me crazy or talked to me like I'm a nigga on the street, even though I'm not a nigga on the street. You have talked to me and yelled at me. One, I'm your child, which I'm not. And two, I am not your woman because if I was your woman, I would not tolerate that nigga. And I don't know any woman that would. So maybe you need to take your time out and work on that. That ain't got nothing to do with Keita, but don't call me Shadow because you're having a bad day and you know how I'm going to respond. And it might not be something that you like and you know that, hey, Keita going to respond this way, so I can provoke her or I can start an argument. Don't call me. I don't like that. I promise you, I don't like that, Shadow. And that's okay. And what I want to say, maybe you need to sit down and deal with your emotions because your emotions ain't got nothing to do with Keita G because Keita G always going to be 100. Whether I'm with you or not. And I'm not with you. So what I want to tell you is I'm a realist, Shadow, and I don't really care about anything because if you're real, why would you care if I got on the phone and called my brother and told my brother you called me? Is you serious right now? My real life brother, not some, this is my half brother. This is my same mama, same daddy brother. Hey, I just want to let you know, Shadow called me, whatever. I didn't know. And then my next thing to my brother is I didn't know he asked you for some money, you were going to ask me. And he's like, oh, well, chip. I can have a conversation with my brother. Because I didn't even know this conversation even took place until you told me. He didn't tell me. You did. So if anybody you need to check to see if somebody being messy, it might be yourself. And don't you ever apply me to an energy that belongs to you. Okay? Love you, pumpkin. Sending you love and light. But Shadow, don't call me no more. Real talk. Listen, babe. I'm wishing you the best. I hope you find a woman that is willing to tolerate you to talk to her like the way how you talk to me. And I pray the universe doesn't show you exactly what you did to me and have other people come back around and put that energy to you. Because one thing you must understand, Shadow, whatever energy you put out into the universe, it's going to come back. I don't put out no negative energy. None. I don't want to fight, and I don't want to argue. So here's the next thing I'm going to tell you I'm going to do, Shadow, is the role that you play in my life, and this is real talk, the role that you're going to play in my life is none. Like the first thing you said, nothing. None. No friends, no nothing. Don't call me no more. Like, for real, all jokes aside, don't call me no more, Shadow. Like, you need to heal whatever issue that you got with me, whatever you want. It's not going to be that ever with you and I. And I'm wishing you the best. And I really hope that you find somebody who can heal you. You deserve perfect love. You deserve slow love. You deserve someone who can actually understand you and that's willing to go through a healing process and help you bring your barriers down and can teach you how to talk to a woman. I'm just not going to do that. I'm not that person. I'm just not. And I pray and I wish you the best. And I pray that everything that you do, if it's good, it comes back to you. If it's bad, it comes back to you again, because that's how the universe energy works. And sending you love and light.
That was so beautiful, guys. Like, for real. And this is me, like, just keeping it being. So y'all know what I be saying. And this is how he responded to me. Okay, so boom. Here we go. Here go my next message.
Oh, Shadow, and you ain't got to never worry about me, baby. Like, and that's real talk. Like, you ain't got to worry about me, love. I'm going to be good. You proved a point to me. And I'm just like, and I told you last time, I don't like for games to be played with you, your mans. Then it got nothing to do with Keita G. However, y'all, whatever messy situation y'all got going on, I call timeout. I don't want it. And I was talking to this old man, and this old man said, none of y'all niggas deserve my energy. So
Facts.
It really made sense, my client. So I was like, you know what? You're right. But don't ever in your life call my phone ever again, Shadow. Like, I'm cool. Wish you the best. I know you're about to go through a transformation. And I hope that you make it through safely. All right? Bye-bye.
Now, where did I talk to him crazy for him to respond to me, calling me clowns? Now, what y'all don't know is what happened was when I got on the phone and I called him and I was like, what's going on? You text me, what's up? He's like, yeah, so now here's the messy stuff that I don't like he do. Okay. He like, yeah, so he's like, yeah, I heard about your dad. What was going on? I was like, I kind of don't know, like chip, because I really don't know what's going on with my dad. Because my dad was just having surgery. I went in, I came there, supported my dad, watched him go back, and I left. Came home with a sleep. And the thing I want to tell y'all is this. This young man busts out. He said, yeah, I asked your brother for $20. And I'm thinking to myself, didn't you just call me not too long ago and tell me you got a raise at your job? You making $30 an hour? Why is you calling asking? And now this is me before I knew anything. And I'm thinking this is what I'm thinking to myself. Why are you calling asking my brother for any money? And my brother got 2 kids. Not to say you ain't got no kids, but my brother got 2 kids he take care of. And he also helped me take care of mine when I need help. Like, no lie. My brother does a very good job with helping me with my son. Okay. Clap for my brother. MVP of the year, nigga. Anyways, make a long story short, when he said that, this is what I'm thinking. But what I say to him, and I was like, oh, he said, yeah, so your brother said he ain't had no money and he would have to ask you for $10. And I told him, never mind, don't ask, because I don't want Keita to know I asked you for anything. Huh? Hold on. You don't want me to know that you asked my brother for $20? I'm like, why would you want me to know? So he's like, yeah, but I told your brother not to say nothing to you. Oh, my brother didn't say nothing to me. I didn't even know this conversation even took place. I didn't know till you told me. So I said, why? And I asked him, straight up called him out. I said, so why you asking my brother for money? You just got, I paid all my bills and I'm kind of short on cash. I'm like, what? Huh? I said, well, P owe me money. Call him, ask him for some money. I know he got it for sure. Call him. See if he give it to you. Why you calling my brother? This is what I'm exactly asking him. And if he say it's a lie, bro, he perfect, bro. That's exactly what I asked him. Why you call my brother when you could be calling P? Because P owe me money. I know P got it. Because P owe me money. P owe me money. I know he got it. So now he mad because I'm sitting over here and I'm making a joke about this. And so he get upset. And so he like, hold on, my daughter calling. So his daughter called in and when the phone hang up, I called my brother. I was like, hey, what's up? I was like, Shadow called me. And he's like, what you talking about? I said, well, he said that he asked you for some money. You had to call and ask me for some money. He said, I didn't get paid. And so if he needed some money, I asked you to pay for my lift to get to work till I get my check. And I'm like, oh. He's like, but I ain't say nothing because he didn't want me to say nothing. He said, never mind. So I ain't say nothing to you. I ain't asked you. You see that? I just needed my lift to work. So I was wondering, like, okay, so this guy calls me messy when he hangs up the phone. He's like, you know what? Because then my brother texts me. So here's a text message. When he called me back, I was talking to my brother and he called me back and I hang up. I was like, brother, hold on, let me call you right back because this him calling. So my brother's like, all right. My brother at work. At real life work. Guys, like, this is what I tell you. When I say he at work, bro, he at work. Make a long story short, my brother texted him. He say, why don't you tell is you asking and I don't know what he said my brother said, but what I heard him say was, did you just tell your brother that you talked to me? And that's why I don't mess with you, because you too messy. Like, why would you tell your brother, like, you talk to me like you keep too much going on? I'm like, what? Because my brother asked you, like, why is you asking my sister for some money? Like, are you asking? My brother said, I think he said, why is your brother texting me asking me if I asked you for some money? Because, nigga, if you asked him and he told you he had to ask me, most likely that's the reason why you probably hit me up. It's to see if I just got on here to directly give you the $20. What? No, it would have been a no, nigga. Call that nigga that owed me money. The nigga that you call brother and you diss my brother for. Call him. Don't call me. So he hangs up the phone. He say some really crazy stuff. Like, and I'm like, hold on. I was like, don't call me no more. And that's me sending those messages out. And that's when he said, girl, bye. So then I sent him back this. And I'm going to let y'all hear my response. Because y'all know I'm player. So y'all can understand there's no way in hell he should have talked to me the way he talked to me. Period.
Here's what I want to say to you. For a man to be talking to a woman the way that you sent that voicemail lets me know one thing. Like, it's okay if a man talks to your daughter like that or your sister like that. You're okay for a man to talk.
Did Goddess Nikita just send that energy back the same way he sent it to me? I did. Clap for me. Yes, he did, baby. You sent that back.
To me, and I ain't even listened to your whole message. It's just your...
Because I didn't at first, guys. I ain't listened to it.
I want this same energy to return back to you. How you're talking to me as a woman. I hope that maybe one day when you finally heal, that you can heal so that way you will be able to talk and speak to people and they talk to your children the way that you just try to talk to someone else's mother, someone else's aunt, someone else's child. To be talking to a woman the way that you sent that voicemail lets me know one thing. Like, it's okay if a man talks to your daughter like that or your sister like that. You're okay for a man to talk to me. And I didn't even listen to your whole message. It's just your energy that came on. You want this same energy to return back to you. How you're talking to me as a woman. I hope that maybe one day when you finally heal, that you can heal so that way you will be able to talk and speak to people and they talk to your children the way that you just try to talk to someone else's mother, someone else's aunt, someone else's child. I hope that you learn how to do that. And I pray that you don't have to experience this with your daughter, whatever you're doing to me, because I'm somebody else's daughter too. And you need to know that, Shadow. That's not cool. Like, I'm not no nigga. I'm not no man. I'm not your nigga. And this is how you talk to people. Like, Wake up, Shadow. This ain't right. You know it's not right. That's the only thing I can say. You know this isn't right how you talking to me. I'm just gonna let you be. I'm not reading a message. I'm not doing nothing, Shadow. If you can't talk to me in a better tone and like a woman, then don't talk to me at all. Because Shadow, the universe does not play about me. Like I have nothing to do with that on what you're putting out to the universe. If you're putting out negative energy, you're putting stuff out to make me feel bad and to say things about me this doesn't belong to me. That energy has to go somewhere if it never hit me. It's going to come right back to you in full circle. Like, you got to know what you're doing, Shadow. Like, I forgive you, but, you know, that ain't up to me what the universe going to do to your energy, like, to give you this energy back. Maybe the universe might let you see what you did to me, and you see it over and over being done to you. Or it could be done to your daughter. Or it could be done to your sister. Like, you okay with that? Oh, and if it did happen to them, are you okay with that? Like, what happened if this happened to your mom? You get what I'm saying? And if this did happen to your mom, why would you do someone else's mom like that, knowing your mama went through something like that? Come on now, that don't make sense. So I'm sending you love and light, Shadow. Like, I'm telling you, and I'm asking you, please don't write me not unless you're in good energy. That's all I ask.
All right, I ain't got one more.
And just because you're angry does not mean that you can call Keita and take that out on me. I'm not your doormat. You need to learn how to deal with your angers correctly. You're a grown man. You need to know and worry about your half and don't worry about mine. Because Keita's going to be all right. I'm always all right. The universe got me. I'm always in flow. You feel me? And I'm wishing you the best, like I said. I pray that you find somebody that's willing to put up with what you give out. And if it's not a woman that you want, then maybe you need to go do whatever you need to do and do your issues there. Like, I don't know what you want. But at some point, you got to learn how to respect women. Mother Earth responds to that. She does not like disrespect to divine femmes. You got to understand that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's your stuff that you got to do. Do your healing work.
But I was being real. Divine feminine energy on a rise. You disrespecting the divine feminine energy? So then he texts back. He say, love you, homie. I'm not mad at you. Don't come at me like that. I don't do that messy shit. Bruh, what? You know what? You right. So I sent him this thing because y'all know me. I do not care. So I sent him this Rashad Jamal thing.
The goddess was not created to rule over the goddesses. The goddess first. She was first. She is God. The black woman is God.
Feel me? And I posted that on IG and I sent it to him and I was like, you got to stop doing that. Mother Earth is responding to people. Like Mother Earth, I'm connected to Mother Earth. I'm telling you, and it's strong. She does not like when men disrespect women. And if you do it half the time, Mother Earth will send me like, hold on, I got a worker. She gonna come talk to you. And the way how I do it, I do very good. I ain't disrespect, dude. You just call me and you call my brother your brother. You disrespect his sister like that. But my brother would have never talked to your sister like that. Slap that on something. Nigga, my brother, the MVP of the world, Craig. He would have never talked to your sister the way you talk to his. That ain't right. My peoples don't like that. Okay? Boom. Here's what I say back.
The whole thing is, did you just call me a clown? I'm not no clown. But what I do know is what reflections is. And however you feel on the inside is typically how you are, how you feel. You project it outside. So if you calling me a clown, that must be because you feel like you a clown. Feel me? I ain't no clown. I don't want to accept that energy because it doesn't belong to me. But I don't like that. You projected that out, and I'm a woman. Imagine you disrespecting Mother's Earth daughter, the universe daughter, God's real child. You got to deal with that, not me. Have a great day.
And I said, have a blessed day. And it was something saying, I don't know what kind of emoji that was. I said, I don't know what that means. He said, respect. So then I sent one more message. Okay, boom. So y'all can actually hear it. You feel me? Because y'all know I don't be perving about not a thing.
And I just want to say this. I just listened to your message, bruh. I'm playing that on my podcast. On life, nigga. Because I want people to understand how to avoid a conversation like this and how to really address people who talk to women like this. The divine masculine male does not need to talk to a divine femme the way that how this you just talked to me. I put that on my podcast. No lie. I'm really putting that on my podcast. I'm just letting you know. You sent it to me. You said what you said. And I'm just going to say, I'm putting it on my podcast. The whole world about to hear you talk. The way you just talked to me. Because I want people to never accept this type of behavior from men. We have to hold y'all accountable. Even how y'all talk to us, we got to hold y'all accountable. Like, period, point blank. Got to hold you accountable.
And then he said, well, I did, and don't give two fucks, and started laughing. Okay? So I laughed back, and he said special. And I ain't text back no more. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you see how he flipped? And he a whole cancer, guys. This is what these cancer men be doing. It's like, nah, I love a cancer, and that cancer ain't never talked to me like that. I don't know if he even talked to women like that. So that really bothers me that he even talked to me like that. I ain't never had no man talk to me like that. It's really weird. And yet you call my brother your brother. What? Nah, bro, you cool. Stay where you at. You good. Stay exactly where you at, bro. Don't call my phone no more, please. But for real, guys, and I know I kind of went over on this episode because I really want y'all to hear, how I be really telling men during Mercury retrograde to stop calling me. I don't want you. And they still call me, still call me, still call me. How the hell do you think that makes me feel if I'm telling you to stop calling me? I done told guys that I know that really likes me and want to be with me. I told them, hey, can you please? I don't want to be friends with you right now because I'm dating. And I know, my husband, if he want to come in, he feel energy the way I do. I'm like, man, you got so many guys around you that like you. I don't want to be in the middle of that. You feel me? He overprotective. My husband overprotective. I don't want to include my husband in no drama that you in. No, man, no. I want to date somebody and I want to give them my all. You feel me? But what I'm not going to do is sit up there and tolerate no man talking to me crazy every time he get mad. You want to talk to me crazy. Y'all see what I'm talking about? The first thing this man said was what? I'm pissed off, but I'm having a good day. And you called me at 8:00 in the morning to tell me you pissed off? You couldn't wait till you got happy to call my phone? Text me in better energy? Or you just feel like you could text me whenever you mad? Nah, you will not do me like that, bro. Matter of fact, you ain't even got the number no more. Because I'm changing my number tonight as soon as I get off this episode. Changing my number. I was already going to do it, but you kind of amped it up. And people will not have my number, bro. It's only a selected few. You will probably have a burner number. You will not have my real original number at all. And there's some people right now that do not have my original number. Are you serious? Stop playing with me. You going to have a middleman. He going to have a connect, and he going to have the right connect to even talk to me. No, baby. Bottom line, I'm not easy to contact. You heard what Megan said. You feel me? No, I'm not playing no games with no man today. If I'm asking you to stop calling me, stop calling me. I shouldn't have to tell you twice. You shouldn't have to cuss me out. Talk to me like I'm some dude. I'm telling y'all, I got worser messages than that from that man. He talked to me like I'm a for real man. And I'm like, I'm not a man. I'm a woman, but I'm also a divine femme. I never really got loud with that man besides one time when I told him to stop calling me. And I cussed him out. And that's when he actually understood what I was saying. Why I gotta cuss you out and get angry and stuff if I told you to stop calling me? I have to deal with my emotions. You don't know what kind of healing process I have to deal with now because I might feel like I'm being unprotected because you're not listening to me tell you to stop calling me. That is abuse, bruh. You abuse me all day and tomorrow. And I'm pretty sure if your sister, your mama, them heard this episode, they're going to be like, you was wrong. You should not do that to women. You're supposed to be the example that your daughter see. You are supposed to be that Zimmer. What happened? Your daughter heard these messages. How you think she would feel like, Dad, you really disrespecting some girl like that? Some woman? I heard what she said to you. Like, she ain't even say nothing bad to you. She didn't cuss you out or nothing. Like, what? Then when I heard his message, I'm like, oh, really? And I had to send his message to my soul tribe. And my sister called me. She ain't even text back. She called. She like, hold on. Who is that? Is that a girl or a man? I'm like, that's a man. She like, why is he talking to you like that? Who is that? Because I'm going to send all my heat over there to him. I said, sis, he don't even deserve that. But my sister's like, you need to put that on your podcast because people need to hear how men talk to women. And I was like, sis, I do what you say. Block them and, chip. But they still have a habit of always hitting me up, even though I tell them, like, stop hitting me up. I shouldn't even have to block you. I tell you to stop calling me, stop texting me, stop calling, and stop texting me. Because when I'm with my husband, y'all ain't going to get no airplay off my ride. Oh, you cheated? I'm not going to cheat on my husband. Oh, and then what make it so bad is that they told me that this young man, he married. So what the hell is you calling my phone playing games with me for? You feel me? I done heard from 7 different people where you stay at said that you was married. Why are you calling my phone yelling at me? Bro, you need to talk to your wife. Because I'm pretty sure if your wife here, she ain't going to like that. Like, dude, you really called a whole girl and you arguing with a girl because she don't want to be with you? She on a podcast? Yes, I aired you out. Stop playing with me. Because this is me telling you, this is me defending myself, telling you to stop calling me. I do not want you, bro. Like, do not call my phone at all no more. Like, I don't like that, guys. Like, I really feel some type of way. And it's like, how do you deal with the emotions? Because a lot of people don't know. I deal with every angle of my emotions. Like, okay, I had to tell this young man to stop calling me a few times. Are you serious? I should never have to tell this man more than once to stop calling my phone. You should never have to tell somebody to stop calling your phone more than once. I don't want to talk to you no more. Be clear. Be transparent. Like, I'm telling you, like, if you don't want to talk to me, just tell me, like, hey, look, shorty, like, I don't want to talk to you. You're too intense. I done had some men say, listen, I prayed for a woman like you and you showed up. You're very intense. I don't know how to take that. And I was like, what do you mean by intense? They were like, you're everything I want and I'm just not ready yet. Even though I prayed for you, I'm just not ready for you yet. Like, and I don't want to waste your time. And they'll go into details, like really break that down. Like, but if you single by the time I finish healing, oh, I'm taking you out of Maria. Sat. I'm like, oh, you love him. I made it up. I won't be here. Because I require certain things. But guys, like, this is signs of like abuse. Like, would I ever get in a relationship with him? No. Because I feel like that man will hit me. At any time you're going to spaz and cuss me out. At any time I'm going to feel like the next level to cussing me out, spazzing out is you hit women. No. Pay attention to the signs, guy. Red flag here, red flag there, red flag here, red flag there. Nope, I'm good. What you won't do is play me like that, and you will not play with my emotions like that. If I'm telling you to stop calling me, I don't want you. You should understand that. And I'm being nice, and I'm even being very transparent when I really want to be direct. Like, bruh, I don't want you. I really never really want to talk to you. I knew I was supposed to help you through a transition. I'm a spiritual guy. I help people, bruh, at all times. Most people only call me when they're at a crossroad. Or some people call me when, hey, they're going through, I cross people past when they're about to go through a transformation. I will not tolerate any man to talk to me like that the way you talk to me, bruh, at all. And if you know me, bruh, my calm down word. I'm just telling you, some people have a calm down word. If I'm saying bruh a lot, that means that I'm battling something in the inside of me. Like me and my people in the inside, me and my dark side, we're having a talk. My dark side said, do I need to come out? Like, if I'm saying bruh too many times, it's like my dark side's like, do I need to come out? Because I'm a complete any mission. What's good? I don't play no games. You could do the same thing, but do I need to come out? I don't like that. Like, my dark side, she like being out. She actually a light body. She cool. She be chilling. She be out talking to people all the time. It's just that when people really disrespect me, at some point, I show up for me the way I show up for my friends now. So it's a little bit different. So I be going off and I clean flip out. But this is what I'm telling y'all. This happened yesterday. Okay? Yesterday morning. This man got really aggressive. Did y'all not hear what I just said for the next 52 days? How it's going to be? Y'all better pay attention because this is how it was all day yesterday. I'm like, man, something's wrong. This weird shit. It's an energy coming in here. Y'all better be prepared. If you ain't got your dark side balanced out, oh yeah, you gonna be flipping out. Y'all have to be prepared for this flip out because it's gonna be serious. And guys, please, please promise me one thing, people. Tap in and really deal with, your dark side, because your dark side needs attention too. You can't just keep ignoring your dark side. Like, you gotta tap in and talk to them. See what your dark side want. Like, talk to your dark side. Like, what's going on? Like, how can we make you better? What do you need to not spaz out on people? Like, what do you need? That's how I be talking to my shadow side. Like, what, baby, that's how I turned her light. I said, what is it that you need? She's like, I didn't like how you used to let people talk to you. I wanted to step in and help you, but yet you just put me up and you lock me away. Like, this ain't how that works. Like, you need to have balance. Yes, you're about love and light, but there's a way how to do it. And I'm going to show you, like, me and my dark side work with my light side. That's called balancing, guys. Real talk. So I just want to help y'all out and please be aware of these men that are toxic. This ain't right, and it's not normal. If I'm telling you to stop calling me, stop hitting me up, I know I'm a good woman. So yeah, when you think about women, because that's what he called me and said the one time. He said, when I think about women, and I think about a good woman and a woman I want to settle down with, you will be that person. Like, I'm just trying to figure out how can we move from this point. Like, we're not going to move from this point because me and you not supposed to be together, bro. We're not supposed to be together. I don't like you. Like, at all. Like, I honestly can say, like, even when we first exchanged numbers, when my brother wanted me to go show you where this place was, I didn't really like you then. It was just like, I already knew. Sometimes I know, guys, my purpose in people's life is to help them out. It is not to be intimate with them. It is not to do this. I can teach you love without being intimate with you. Because that's what I do. I'm a master at love. Clean master, bro. Clap for me. For real, I'm a master at love and I love exactly what I do. But what I will not tolerate is no man talking to me like that. Like, and then I'm like, okay, so what happened if, I let, if my spiritual husband, you feel me? Because I am who I am a twin. You feel me? I am a soul flame. So what happened if my other half heard you talk to me like that? And then I was telling this young man, one day me and him was talking, I said, well, I got clarification. I really prayed. I've been getting clarification on like who exactly is my husband, different things like that from spirit. I was like, but, I've been hearing some really crazy things about my husband. I say that, hey, he ain't my husband that done that. I love that man. Love everything about him. Like once I, spirit clarified it for me, I was like, oh, okay. But what I want to tell y'all, what I don't like is that right there. He's like, oh, your husband sounds like me. My husband is not you. My husband would never talk to me the way that you do. And that's exactly what I told him on the phone. We was talking like 5 o'clock in the morning. I told him that my husband would never talk to me like that. He don't even like the way you talk to that. And right now on the phone, he's telling me spiritually, like, you don't even need to be on the phone with me. You don't even deserve to be around my energy. And that's what I've been talking about. Like sometimes when you complete a cycle, sometimes you need your husband, your twin flame or your soul flame can put you in a loop to help you out. He like, man, I don't like this. He don't deserve your energy. He don't deserve nothing of you, bruh. And don't ever talk to that man ever again. You can't call my phone no more. You blocked, first of all. That's 1. 2, I don't even think at some point my brother should be your friend. Feel me? And if my brother decided to be your friend, that's because he got love for you. Other than that, I don't think my brother should be your friend. None of my brother's friends have ever talked to me like that. Ever. Even your guy that I actually was with. He ain't never talked to me like that. He would never talk to me. I'm talking about when I just went off on him too. That's the reason why I keep tell y'all this week. I already knew. I said, man, there's something coming in this planet. It's for them to get serious. Like people are going to be losing their cool. Because I'm a person, I really rarely lose my cool. And I just snapped off on him and I felt really bad. And when I told him, he was like, Keita, I know something must be going on with you. Like, because you don't never do that. Like, and I'm like, I apologize to him because I never yell at a man who ain't never yelled at me. Like, guys, like I'm telling y'all, some people respect you. Like one of my guy friends, he's a really good friend. Me and him ain't never been intimate. Me and him was sitting down, we were talking and he started laughing and I guess he was like playing with me and he seen me flitch. He said, Keita, I'm sorry. I ain't even mean to play with you like that. I'm like that. I know you like, I could tell you've been through things that you don't speak about for real and you healed it. And I'm sorry, like, I'll never do that again. That man ain't never did that to me ever again. Play with me. Like, physically, like, play fight with me. Like, he seen the way I jumped. He said, I don't like women like that. That mean to let me know that they probably been touched on before. Like, a man hit him. Granted, only like 2 people like put their hands on me out of, my span, but this did happen before. And so, yeah, I do kind of be jumping. I'd be worried because some men do try to do things to me. Like, yes, like I have been touched at times when I tell people I don't want to have sex and people have entered my body. Like, I'm honest, guys. I don't be lying about nothing. And I have told men like no on multiple occasions and they will still try to do it. You know what I call them? Baby rapers. We're going to talk about that on my next episode. I call it baby rapers. That's what I call them. Like, because baby, maybe you're not a full blunt raper, but you are a raper. Because once a woman say no, you should not pressure a woman after that point. And I have been pressured to the point where I'm like, you know what? I don't want to go through this. I don't want to ever experience this ever again. I don't want to let no other woman experience this. So, God, this is my story. And I hope that y'all understand, like, how to talk to people sometimes, guys. Like, even when they being mean to you and mad, and they're mad. Remember, I have talked to y'all about my episode before. Like, this is how I avoid conversations. I would tell people, you know what, let me call you back. Because that's what I did to him. He was on the phone. He was going in. I said, you know what, let me call you back. I'm cool. Let me call you back. And then he called me right back. Like, what? Like, what are you calling me for? I don't like the way you spoke to me. Like, and I don't like it. And at some point, you going to have to find spiritual guidance from someone else. Because I ain't dealing with that. So, guys, tap in and stop being with people who toxic, guys. Call them out. This is 2023. Hold these men and women accountable, guys, because women do the same thing as this message. You tell a woman stop hitting you up and she'll continue to hit you up. They don't talk about how y'all feel about that, guys. Like, you feel me? I don't sit down and talk to all my brothers. Like, man, I keep telling this girl to hit me up and she keep hitting me up. Like, can you call her and tell her to stop hitting me up? Like, why should I get on the phone and tell a girl to stop hitting my brother up if he told you one time already stop doing it and you still doing it? You the problem. It be women too, guys. Like, I want to let y'all know, like, it be women and men. Like, a lot of people don't keep that real, like, but that's real. Like, that's me being real with y'all and being honest and transparent. Like, yes, women and men do this, but I have to let the world know and to let him know I'm serious. Like, don't call my phone ever again in life, bro. Like, for real, I don't have time to be dealing. Don't put me in the middle of no mess. I don't want you or your brother, but me and your brother, Rick Cordial, because he respect my brother. So I can't really speak on you because to me, you're not even a good friend. Not to my brother. You don't deserve to be friends with my brother at all. That's on everything I love. You do not deserve to be friends with my brother at all. You so disrespectful. You disrespected my brother's sister like that. Like, nah, bruh. And you talked about him like that. You don't deserve to be my brother friend. You deserve to be whoever friend that you are already friends with. Me personally, I wish that you would not call my brother phone. That's me. I don't want you to call his phone no more. That's me. But if he allow you to call him, that's on him. That ain't got nothing to do with Keita G or Pretty Red and T Goddess Nikita. That's him. That's if he plans on forgiving you or whatever. But I know my brother wouldn't did your sister the way that you did his. None of my brothers will talk to women like that. I do have a brother that is a womanizer. He do talk to women like that. He said, because these women like it. But all my other brothers, my uncles and them, they don't like that message. They like, what is going on with dude? Like, I don't see why he would talk to you like that. And I send everything like, oh, this is what happened. Feel me? Like, why would he talk to you like that? What's wrong with him? Feel me? That's not nice and that's not fair to me. But as a woman, guys, like, y'all got to understand, this is why I sometimes feel like women, like, we are unprotected. Because if I had a man here, that man would have never called my phone. He wouldn't have kept calling me back or text me if I had a man every day with me. And that's how I feel. You feel me? Like, granted, I could tell my brother every time he called my phone, I call my brother like, hey, you know, he hit me up. Like, I told you I didn't want him to hit me up. I don't know if my brother been saying something to him. You feel me? But I do call my brother so my brother know he calling me. Because that's my brother. That's not yours. My brother is not your brother. That's my brother. That's not your brother. Because you clearly told me that wasn't your brother when you claimed P over my brother as your brother and you claimed my brother as your friend. So remember, you said that, not me, you did. And don't say I'm lying because you know I'm not. I don't be perfect or nothing, but I do not like that and you disrespectful, bro. And I have to let people know exactly how I feel and how to be more aware of signs and how to like avoid them. Avoid them like I did. Send that energy back. If you didn't know how to send back energy, you heard me send back energy in that voice chat. I send that energy right back to him. You will not give me that. That belonged to you. Baby, take it. Sometimes I transmute the energy and turn this to, I ain't got time. The universe said not this year. Send that back. Direct sender. There you go. And I pray that I don't really want that to happen to his daughter. I hope she don't have to experience what he did to me. She should experience top tier because her daddy did someone else's mom like that. Facts. His sister should receive top tier because he didn't care about my brother's sister. He didn't care about my mama's child, my daddy's child, my uncles, and my aunts. He didn't care how they felt when he did that to me. He only cared about himself. Feel me, guys? Like, you got to understand, sometimes people are about themselves, but sometimes people be angry. They want to argue with people. They want to just be mad and yell at people because of what they're going through in the inside of them. Like he said, oh, I only wanted to see who I can count on. Why would you call and ask my brother for money just to see who you can count on to play some game with him? What? Don't do that. Play games with your friend. Play games with your wife. Play games with the people who you play games with. Just don't do it with mine. Okay? And I want to tell y'all, like, it's all love. Like, for real. Like, it's all love. Like, I even love dude to this day. Like, because you are only at where you at. So you can only experience what you experience. I can't be mad at you when you're not your higher self. You're in the low vibration. Feel me? That ain't got nothing to do with me, but what you're not going to do is be addicted to my light. And I notice how the universe has my energy blocked off now. People are upset. Oh, yeah, you thought you could reach my energy and use my energy. Universe said, not today. I'm telling y'all, the universe is denying people of my energy. Oh, they try to, I don't even feel them even coming close to it. It's like the universe has me in a pyramid. I'm just sitting there. I'm the biggest thing in this pyramid. Ain't nobody coming near that energy. You're not even catching my energy field, my light, my energy, my aura field, none of that. Like, they're nowhere near it. They can't sense it. And so a lot of people is upset. Baby, so the universe is not playing, guys. This 2023, the universe is not playing. But guys, please be careful. If you know you got a temper, you really ain't did that shadow work. Take the time out to really do shadow work right now, because it's the time, because you could be going off and spazzing, just like this young man. Spazzing, going off for no reason, and you don't know why. And this is what happens to me, guys. And so I want to help y'all out and how to speak y'all true. And if you don't want to talk to somebody, tell them you don't want to talk to them. Stop leading people on, guys. Like, stop gaslighting people. You don't want me? Say that. I'm going to leave you alone. I'm not going to hit your phone. I'm not going to text you. None of that. Like, you're not going to get extra text message. No, you don't want me? You elaborate that? Okay, fine, cool. I don't want to text you no more. I'm good. Good love and joy. But I'm a person, I communicate. Hey, like, listen, it ain't gonna work with you and I. And this is what I've been doing with dating and being on this love journey. Like, I be knowing if I'm gonna be connected with someone. I know you're not my husband. I know you're not the energy I'm looking for. Why talk to you? Why waste your time? I wouldn't want someone to do that to my son, so why would I do that to you? You somebody else's son. So I'm just gonna tell you off rip. No, I don't want you. Like, it's all right. You're just not the energy I'm looking for. I'm not the energy that's for you. But there's somebody else for you. It's just not me. And I hope that you have someone there to help heal you and do the things that they need to do. But guys, this is my story. I know it kind of went along this time, but I'm pretty sure y'all gonna enjoy this story. This episode, it really did something for me. Like, I released something, and I hope that it helped y'all. The people I was talking to about it said it really helped them. They was like, you need to do an episode about it, because it didn't help me actually hear like what you say, like how you do it, how you reflect that. Yep, just like that. Reflection right back at them. So guys, I'm sending love and light out to the world. No one told you they loved you today. Just know Goddess Nikita, Pretty Red, ENT, Kita G, we all love you. You feel me? At all times and all phases and everything. I really wish the best on people, even if you don't wish the best for me, because you don't deserve the energy that you try to give me. Okay, if it's not about love. But guys, sending love and light out to this world. Thanks for tuning in to the Pretty Red ENT show. Tell me how you feel. Come to my webpage and comment underneath the episode. Tell me how you feel, and I'll respond back, but I really appreciate everybody for tapping in, listening to my podcast. Please share. Also know, guys, I am giving away a Valentine's Day gift basket. It's an adult gift basket for women or men. It's going to have some treats, adult treats. It's going to have some cocoa butter made by my soul sister. And then I'm also going to get some foot scrub. And I'm just supporting people, businesses. And I'm also going to have some crystals in there just in case, you know, she might be spiritual, whatever, like, or just for yourself. And I'm giving this away around Valentine's Day. And whoever listens to the podcast, you come up with the code. You hit me up first or any of the owners and you say the code. And guess what happens? You get the gift basket. You get the Valentine's Day gift basket. And I'm happy to give it away. I really want to do something for Valentine's Day. Y'all know I love love. And so this is the most important time of the year for me. Okay, guys. But I'm out. I got to finish my homework. I just want to tell y'all, I love y'all. Please tune in, tap in, heal. So that way you ain't got to hurt nobody else. Because sometimes hurt people do hurt people. But I know how it feels to be hurt, so I will never hurt someone else. And so if I felt like if I did anything to hurt someone, I apologize because I know how that feels, and this is what I would need for healing. I don't want somebody to apologize to me, so I always apologize to people. So sending y'all love and light. Tap into the Pretty Red ENT show. This is one of my best episodes, I feel like, because I really let y'all see. I really be telling guys for real, like I don't want to talk to them, and they just keep calling my phone. No lie. And when you're a good woman, everybody keeps doing that. And that's not saying like, hey, cool, this. Like, bro, I never even dated dude. Me and him never been in the same room. He's never even seen me real lifetime. Like, face to face. In the same room, in the same atmosphere. Never seen me. Ever. So, I gotta say that, guys. So, I just want to tell y'all that. Sending love and light out to y'all. But protect women at all times. If you know this is going on with your sister, your cousin, like get on the phone, holler at dude. Say, bro, like she don't want you calling no more. Like this ain't that, like, and just be cordial with people. Like don't speak to my peoples like that ever again. And this is how I feel about it. And this is like a real episode for real, guys. Like I'm about to cry, but I really, I got shadow work I have to do. You feel me? So this is one of the things, like I was really triggered and I'm like, this man is not hearing me. But I love y'all so very much. Please, guys, for the next 52 days, do shadow work. Really deal with your dark side because it's going to be very important because you might snap out and flip out and you don't do something that you don't want to be done. And that you can't undo. Feel me? The blood is on your hands. So at some point, I warned y'all, the blood is not on mine, so it's on yours. So I gave you your message. So, all right, it's the Pretty Red ENT show.